to my YouTube channel, Yoga with Cass. I will be teaching you a core flow today. So it's going to be all on the ground. You don't need props. All you need is your yoga mat, and you can start laying down on your back. Let's begin. Alright, so starting laying down on the back, palms facing upward and the toes rolling off to either side. Just coming into Shavasana here, notice how your body is feeling. We won't be here for too long, just take a few cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose, inside out the mouth. Again, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. From here, draw the legs together, pointing the toes. On your next inhale, reach the arms all the way behind you. Take a full body stretch. On your exhale, release. Bending the knees, placing the feet onto the ground. You're going to place your hands onto your belly. You're creating like a diamond shape, and your index fingers are together, thumbs are together as well, and then just press the hands down onto the belly. Good. So try creating pressure here. Try to ground the low back down. So you're kind of tucking the tailbone under slightly. So instead of arching the low back, see how there's space underneath I can press my hand through? You want to press it into the ground and create that pressure with the hands too. So from here, we'll come up into 3 bridges. Inhale, lift. Keep the hands pressing into the belly. As you lift up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower down nice and slow. Let's do that again. Inhale, up to bridge. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, up to bridge. Exhale, lower down. Now this time when we go to the bottom, we're going to arch the back like I just did. You're going to arch the belly, and then the low back will be off of the ground. And now you're going to do the opposite motion with the pelvis. So the tailbone is going to tuck under, the pubic bone presses up to the ceiling, and then we lift back up to our bridge. So you're tucking and rounding the pelvis. So we lower back down, exhale. Arch the low back, tip the pelvis forward. So the sit bones are on the ground, but see if I move my arm, my low back is not on the ground. Now I press it down, tuck the tailbone under, pubic bone up to the ceiling, press it back up. So just working with isolation of the pelvis here. One more time, exhale, lower, tilt the pelvis the opposite way, low back off the ground, belly up. Exhale, press the belly down, lift the hips up and squeeze. Exhale, lower back down. Very nice. From here, you're going to take the hands right behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Keep that low back pressed into the ground. So we're not arching this one, we are keeping it nice and flat. You're going to float your feet off the ground and bring your shins parallel with the floor. That's it. So a 90-degree angle, you don't want the legs too close or too far away from you. Knees stacked on top of hips, and then ankles in line with the knees. Keep that low back down. On your inhale, we're going to lift up. Think of bringing your chin towards the knees. Exhale, lower back down slowly. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, pull the belly into the back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, lower. Now this time we're going to keep the shoulders and the head down. We're going to use the lower body. Tap the right toes down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower left toes. Inhale, back up. Actually, freeze. On your next inhale, lower the toes down. Exhale, draw it back in. Press your low back further down. Inhale to extend away, left toes down. And back up. One more each side. Inhale, lower right toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, draw the left knee back in. Now we're going to take this again. If you want, you can float the shoulders and head this time. So we're working on all portions of the abdominal region here. Low belly, mid belly, and upper belly. From here, inhale, lower right toes. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, left toes. Exhale, bring it in. One more time each side. Get those shoulders up a little higher. Right toes down. and back in. The core should be shaking. I know mine is. Exhale, lower, and bring it back up. And now lower all the way down. You're going to release your hands, release your feet to the ground, fingers back to those heels. We're going to come into our bridge pose once more. Lift the hips high, fingertips interlace underneath the low back, shoulders roll upward to come a little higher in your bridge, and just release the hip flexors and the belly. Hold for another 3, 2, 1. Release the grip of your hands, lower upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum, and tailbone. We are going to do that again, something similar to it. So not the exact same thing. Hands go behind the head. You can interlace them or just put the fingers on the back of the skull. Float the legs up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. You're going to lift the shoulders and head off the ground again. This time you take it into a bicycle crunch. So that right knee is going to come in. Left leg is going to extend out. And you're taking your left elbow outside of the right knee. Try to keep the shoulders off the ground. Inhale, take through center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Nice and slow. Use the control of your core. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. One more on each side. Move with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Let's hold this one and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Pulse 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back through center. Release the shoulders down. Release the head. Release the feet. And hands are going to reach back to the heels. This bridge pose is a little different. You're going to lift the hips up. Your arms are going to reach back as you lift the hips. Fingers tap down. On your exhale, lower the hips, lower the hands. We'll do that 2 more times, moving dynamically with your breath. Inhale to float. Exhale to ground down. Inhale, lift, press up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower, nice and slow. Upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum, and tailbone. Good. From here, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Wrap the arms around the legs, forehead to the knees. On your exhale, slowly lower your way back down. Nice. Open your arms to a T shape. So we are going to do another core exercise here. Your legs are going to extend up to the ceiling this time. You can point or flex the feet, whatever feels most comfortable for you. We have a few options with the arms, so they can stay here in a T shape. If you need more support, I suggest taking the hands right underneath your seat. So again, you're going to create that diamond shape like we did before, but right underneath the hips. So you're going to slide the hands under, and your low back is resting onto your hands. Palms are facing down. On your inhale, you're going to slowly start to lower the legs down. Heels are going to hover off of the mat. On your exhale, pull it back up and in. Okay, so that's the first variation. You can use hands right under your seat. Otherwise, hands can go in a T position, palms face up. Exhale, lower, nice and slow. Inhale, lower. And then exhale, pull it back up and in. If you still want more intensity, you're going to bring your hands behind your head, float the shoulders off the ground. Again, instead of chin to chest here, so we're like crunching in, I want you to think about the chin lifting to the knees. On your inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, pop it up. So whichever variation you are in, we are going to do 5 more. So pick the one that works for you. If the head lifted is too much, you can lower it. And then we start to go. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, pull it back up. Again, inhale to lower. Keep the low back rounded. Exhale, pull it in. We have 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Lower down. Use your breath to help you. Bring it back in. Squeeze those low abdominals. Last one, lower down. And back in. Very nice. From here, we're going to do one-legged. So arms are going to stay wherever you have chosen. You can point or flex the feet, whichever one works. For this one, I'm going to point it just to switch it up. You're going to lower your right leg down. Again, it's hovering. Your heel does not tap down. And then lift it back up. Pull the belly into the back. Left leg lowers down. And back up. We're going to go for another 4 on each side. Right leg down. This is your inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Belly into the back. Left leg down. And in. If you're doing the other variation, you're here. Right leg down. Elbows nice and wide. And in. Control it with the core. Left leg down. And in. You have 2 more on each side. Move with your breath. Right leg. Exhale, belly into back. Leg draws back. In. Left leg down. And in. 1 more each side, almost there. See if you can lift the chin up a little higher and shoulder blades off of the mat. Right leg down. And up. Left leg down. And up. Very nice. Lower the head and shoulders. Lower the legs all the way down. You're going to slide the feet out. We're going to take a full body stretch. Inhale to reach the arms behind you. Exhale, release. Now from here, what we're going to do, we're just going to roll over onto our bellies to stretch it out. So if you need to adjust, you can bend those feet in. Shift your weight over to the side. So I'm going to move all the way over to the left, and then I'm going to roll to the right side. If you're doing the opposite, just move to the left, and then, move to the right, and then roll to the left. 1 arm overhead. We roll onto our belly, and then just scooch back onto the mat so you're in the middle. Hands are going to come right underneath your shoulders, and we're going to lift up into 3 cobras. Inhale to lift halfway. Elbows right beside the rib cage. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, see if you can lift a little bit higher. Keep those elbows right beside you. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come into your full variation of cobra. It might be here, it might be fully extended, whatever feels good for your body. And we're just stretching out our abdominal muscles here. Maybe even taking the gaze up a little higher than normal. Just make sure that low back is protected. You are pulling the belly button towards the spine, just so you're not dumping all the weight into the low back. We're going to hold for another 5. Breathe it out. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, slowly lower down, bone by bone. Release the vertebrae. And then from here, we're going to press into the hands, lift up into table, and then send your way back into a child's pose. And we'll finish off here for today. Forehead releases towards the mat. Fingers are reaching forward. Let the hips be heavy. And breathing into the front, sides, and back of the body here. Inhale to inflate. Exhale to empty out. Inhale fully. Exhale deeply. 1 more full breath in. And full breath out. Let's walk our hands back towards our knees. Roll your way up to seated on the knees. Thank you very much for joining today. Much appreciated that you guys will watch my videos. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Have a lovely day and enjoy.